This is why I moved my black ass to the goddamn PC because Xbox 360 store is shutting down July 29th, 2024. So I have some questions. I haven't had an Xbox since Xbox 360, and I know the newer Xboxes are backwards compatible. Now, the question is, are all the first party Xbox games on the newer systems? If that's a yes, then I kind of see why they're shutting down this store, because a lot of people do not play old games. I'm just be honest with you. I'm kind of like one of the rare few people that actually really go back and play old games. That's kind of why it's kind of one of the reasons why I got a PC, because I wanted to play some old ass games, because I like playing old games. But to the majority of people don't really care about old games. But I do think preserving old games is something you should do. So that leads up to, is Microsoft, since Microsoft got backwards compatible, is majority of the Xbox library I should say it like this. Can the majority of the Xbox library can be played on newer consoles? That's the question that I need to answer for. Because if so, then I see why they're closing down the Xbox MarketPlace. It's not like Sony, right? Sony doesn't have backwards compatible. What if they do, kind of, right? You can play PS4 games on the PS5, but and you can play some of the PS2 games from what's that service they got? I don't remember the damn service they called, but you gotta pay for the shit. But in Sony's case, when everybody was upset that the PS3 store was closing down, you really couldn't find a lot of those games on the PlayStation 3 store. You cannot find nowhere else, or they're extremely goddamn expensive. Like Marvel vs. Capcom 2, I think it is. That was only released on that damn PS3 store. Or God Hand, I think, is only on the PS3 store. And you trying to find a physical copy of that shit? Good luck with that, buddy. Because I hope your pocket's fat, because that game is really expensive for a physical copy, and you cannot play that shit on PlayStation 4. I think. Is it on PlayStation 4? I haven't looked in the store, PlayStation 4 store in a while. So I don't know if they move it to the next gen console, but I don't think they did. So I understand why people was upset about the PlayStation 3 store closing down, because there are some games you just cannot get anywhere else but on that PS3 store. But in Microsoft's case, I think, I'm not sure about this, but I think like a majority of the Xbox library is backwards compatible, is it not? I don't know. I haven't had an Xbox in God knows how long, but I'm just going to assume that majority of the Xbox library from the original Xbox, from the previous gen Xboxes, are all backwards compatible. Well, at least majority of the library. So I can see why that they're closing that shit down. Then again, how in the hell are you supposed to get the DLC if they're closing the store down? Is the DLC going to be, like, if you haven't bought the DLC for one of the games, how in the hell are you supposed to get the DLC? Now that's the real question that needs to be answered. But coming from a guy that plays old games religiously, I don't think you should shut down the Xbox store, because I know people overseas, shit is really expensive, and it's really expensive to buy a brand new console, and all they have is the damn older console. So shutting down that store can really kind of fuck them over. But hey, what can you do? People might get annoyed when somebody say PC Master Race, but bro, PC, it's looking like it's the Master Race though, man, because you can just do so much shit on the PC, man. Especially if you love old games, PS2 era, PS1 era, Xbox era, the damn Wii, Switch. I mean, you can play it all on PC, man. So PC looking good, bro. I feel like every time they announce some shit like this, the PC platform is just getting more and more. What's the word I'm looking for here? More and more. What's the word? I can't think of the word, but the platform is looking better and better every time I hear news about retro games just disappearing and stores closing down. It's just PC platform is looking better and better, man. But yeah, how you feeling about the news? Do you even care about this shit? Because, like I said, man, majority of people that play games do not play old games. Like they don't. They don't. But yeah. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, and I see you in the next video. Peace.